Hello everybody, this is Kevin with Inspiring How You See That. We're the inspirational channel that goes behind the scenes, interviews some of your favorite artists, entertainers, and much more. And we also do these inspirational segments and Tech Tuesdays. So today we're back with another Tech Tuesday talking about the Canon EOS 70D. But first, in our first intro segment that we did and posted a few weeks back about the camera and the camera that we do use. So you guys had some questions out there in regards to not only the camera, but some of the settings and the other one that we use as far as for some of the videos and some of the issues in recording. You had the questions about why not to use the other one for recording. I'm going to show you that camera real quick so you kind of know what we're talking about. So this is the other camera that's the basic, it's just the EOS camera. This camera, don't get me wrong, takes great pictures. And that's what I would use it for. And that's the question that you guys had, was why not to use it for videoing? We do use it for videoing from time to time. Here's the issues with this camera. It does take good video. You guys, reported, oh yeah, it takes great video. It does. But the reasoning why I like the 70D, and as you find out as you're recording more, and you're getting into more of the video shoots, if that's what you're doing, you'll find that camera is a lot more user-friendly. And what I mean by that, there's a lot more settings up here on the dial indicator and back on the screen menu itself. So you can set, gains, volumes, all kinds of things with your camera, issues, lighting, whatever it may be. We have found that this camera here, the lighting, the settings, it sometimes resets wrong, and I have found many times where this camera is being used and then I have to go back through and readjust lighting or readjust sound because this camera just did not get the sound either corrected in it before recording, or it wasn't set correctly, or it just somehow reset itself. And that camera does do that quite a bit. So those are just a few of the reasons. I mean, I could keep naming more as I go, but this is just a quick video just to kind of tell you the reasoning, one, why we don't use this camera as much and why I don't recommend it. And then the other reasoning why I'd like to use the other camera. So I'm going to show you some of the menu settings and the reasoning on the 70D. Okay, so you see on the 70D, there's actually, even the EOS kind of looks similar, but there's a lot more settings within the dial indicator here. Now, I'm not going to go into every little setting within this because we could be here for hours, but I just wanted to show you real quick. So here's a lot of the different settings within this camera. There's so many different options. And then I'm going to go back to the screen. There's a menu setting back on your screen too as well. Now, this is just a zoomed in shot of the screen. There's so many things that, as I said in the last one, you can go through and you can custom set functions, videos. There's just so many different settings within each. So each one of these, if you click on them, there's several different drop down menu bars. So if you're having a volume issue, you can go in and you can, set your volumes, because even though if you have a wireless mic or whatever it may be that is wireless, you still have to go through and manually set some of these. So if the volumes, the gains are too much, your videos sound terrible, and then it has to require a lot more editing. So you want to try to avoid from having additional editing, because believe me, editing takes enough time as it is. And when the camera, a lot of these settings aren't set right, then you're just going to spend a lot more time editing, and it's going to double, sometimes triple your time that something could have been done very quickly just with a simple setting. So, but this is the reasoning why I recommend a 70D. There's just so many settings within, and they're so easy to use, comparable to the EOS, the regular, the basic one I was telling you about to use for taking pictures. But this one, you can just do so many different functions. Now, what I'm going to say here is, if you guys have any questions about a lot of these different functions, put it in the comments, let me know, and I'll create a segment that pertains to that, because I don't want to do every one of these and then it'll take hours. So we always like to do, just like we always do with every video, we kind of put, if it's 1 question, 2 questions, maybe upwards to 3, depending upon how long they are, we'll put them in each segment. So that way the video is only 2 to 4 minutes and you guys can kind of fast forward that to get to your part, or if you don't want to watch that full video. But any videos that we do that may pertain over, 5 or 10 minutes, we just try to crunch them into those questions to make them into a 2 to 4 minute video. So we, hope this helps within the Canon. We'll be doing some additional videos within the Canon, kind of covering some other areas and topics that you guys have asked us to, and we'll see you on the next video.